Good morning, everybody. This is Stephen Pugh of the Home Bible College. I want to do lecture number 42, and the subject here is the subject of personal work. Now, there are so many examples of personal evangelistic work in Scripture, so I'm going to set you a task. Go home and find all those passages in the New Testament in particular in which personal evangelism on a man-to-man basis is described or explained. And then I want you to collect them all together, and I want you to study them one by one, but in relation to each other. And you will come out with an incredible insight into what personal work is all about. I want you to study them. I want you then to copy them. Put those principles, put those things into action in your life when you're in personal conversations. And if there are any specific principles that you find, then share them with other people. Tell other evangelists, talk to other people who do personal work and ask them about their experiences and what they're finding. Now, the thing about personal work is this. I'm going to be very brief about all this. The thing about personal work is, first of all, it can be done at any time. There's no restriction for time. This isn't something restricted to a Sunday morning or a Sunday night. This is something that can be done at any time. It can be done anywhere. It can also be much more personal than general preaching. It can be much more personal. You speak to the person man to man, you eye to eye. It can be much more specific. Now, what we mean by specific is that it can target particular issues that might be raised in the conversation. In fact, one of the features of personal work is the ability to ask appropriate questions so that you're able to then target what you're saying to the particular case. That's very important. Also, it can then be appropriate. It can be there's no point trying to go on and on and on explaining the gospel to someone that's already a believer. We need to have understanding about this. We need to understand what's appropriate and what's necessary in the particular circumstance. And lastly, it can be apologetic. Now, what we mean by apologetic is sometimes people will have a specific question, or they'll have a specific issue that is a stumbling block to them. And so it's your job to be able to speak on a personal basis, to ask them about the particular things that are a problem to them, or to ask them if they've got any specific questions, so that you can then answer them. Now, there's a tremendous blessing in personal work. It's very skillful. It involves a lot of tact. It involves a lot of understanding of people. So we highly recommend that you practice and you become familiar with personal evangelism. Well, God bless you. We look forward to speaking to you next time. Have a great day, and bye for now.